Okay, hi, this is Vic, and I'm doing another plug for my 2013 Chevrolet Volt. My Volt is currently plugged in. I just finished driving around town in Charlotte. By the way, I can drive without using any gasoline at all. I can drive a total of 40 miles during the course of a day. And that's been plenty of mileage for me to go gas-free. But currently my Chevrolet Volt is plugged in. I keep it plugged when I'm not using it. You can tell that it's charging because the green indicator light is on steadily. When the light blinks, then the car is not charging or it's fully charged. I've got to give some props to the United States Navy. I fly that flag every chance I get. But just to give you some background on the type of car that I enjoy, my last car was a 2006 Chevrolet Corvette, and I decided that although I knew I was going to sacrifice performance, I decided that I wanted to go with the new technology and the new drivetrain that Chevrolet has introduced into the mass market. This car is to put it very bluntly, the Chevrolet Volt is an electric car. Some people call it a hybrid. I disagree. It's not a hybrid like the Prius used to be a hybrid. This car is an electric car. The only reason that the gasoline engine will come on is if it runs low on charge, is if the system runs low on electricity, the batteries run low. In that case, then the gasoline engine will come on only to generate electricity. The gasoline engine is only the prime mover for the generator. It does not drive the drive shaft like regular cars do or hybrid cars do. The gasoline engine is a prime mover for the generator. That's it. The reason that the prime mover is a gasoline engine is because currently there's an infrastructure to support people getting gasoline. The prime mover doesn't have to be a gasoline engine. It could have just as well have been any other type of engine, like a diesel engine or a propane motor or engine or something like that. But it doesn't have to be gasoline. But the only purpose that the gasoline engine serves is to act as the prime mover for the generator. It does not drive the shaft like a regular car does. That is not the way the Chevrolet Volt works. It is truly an electric car. If the car were to not run out of, or the batteries were to run low on power, if the batteries were to not run low on power, then the gasoline engine would not run. That's it. That's it. Fortunately, you're not limited by requiring a plug-in as far as how far you can go. You can drive the car as far as you need to drive it, just like you do any regular gasoline powered automobile. This car, once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but this car is an electric car, period. But you can drive it anywhere you can take any other vehicle. You don't have to plug it in. If you don't plug it in, then the gasoline engine will just run more often. That's all. It will not run all of the time. If it runs low on power, the gasoline engine does not run all the time. The gasoline engine not only powers the car when it runs low on power, but it also adds a charge to the battery. And the computer in the car knows when to use the electricity generated by the generator and when to take power from the battery. So the battery and the generator, when I say generator, I'm talking about the electricity produced by the gasoline engine. The battery and the generator can work in harmony to greatly increase your gas mileage. Speaking of gas mileage, by the way, my effective gas mileage on my car is 72 miles per gallon. I know a lot of people are going to find that very hard to believe. The gas tank on this car is 9.5 or 9.3 gallons, something like that. The last time I filled it up and it took me 4.5 gallons to fill up. I fill it up so seldomly that I actually started I started keeping notes in my iPhone and made it an event. I started keeping events in my iPhone for when I fill up my car, so I can know when the last time I filled it up. Because a lot of people have when they see me driving it, may stop and ask me, so when's the last time you filled your car up, or you had to fill your car up? And I'll check my iPhone to see how much gas I put in it and when I put that gas in it. But again, today, for example, I logged 41 miles today so far. And I did all of that driving gas free. I used 0 gasoline today. And the car is still charging, so that by the time I decide to go somewhere else, the car should have enough electricity stored in it, so I can drive another 15, 16 miles. That's my estimation. But it takes about 8 to 10 hours to fully charge, and you don't have to wait for the car to be fully charged in order to drive it. If you have 10, 15, 20, 25 miles of gas-free driving on it, the computer's going to tell you exactly how much you have. You can go ahead and unplug the car and drive it as much as you want. If you drive it until the batteries run out, that's fine. The transition from the electricity provided by the batteries to the power provided by the onboard generator is a seamless transition. You won't even notice it. There's a small indicator that will come on to tell the driver, so that the driver, when looking at the dash, will know that the gasoline engine is providing power. And that's it. Other than that, the other thing I wanted to mention was I found out that Chevrolet has recently lowered the price of the Volt by about $5,000. And I suppose that's a good thing. That is a good thing, as long as the quality and the feel of the solidness of the car and the quality does not suffer. I hope Chevrolet does not have to drop any of the materials built into the car, because the car feels very solid. It's not prone to rattling or anything like that, like some imports are, Japanese imports specifically. The Volt feels very good. The performance on the car is excellent. It surprised me. The acceleration was more than just acceptable. I thought it was going to be as weak as a Prius, but it's much stronger. And that's it. That's the end of my plug for the Volt. Okay, this is a continuation of the first video I made of my plug for the Volt. Another comment that I wanted to make was, if General Motors and Chevrolet stays on track, I think they can do what they can do for fuel economy, what they've done for performance with the Chevrolet Corvette. The Volt can become a high quality vehicle and still maintain outstanding fuel economy that it has established. I would caution General Motors and Chevrolet as far as how they go and compete, how they start competing with the Japanese imports. Don't let the quality of the vehicle suffer just because the Japanese can lower their price point. I'm perfectly, as far as the price of the vehicle goes, I would much rather pay, say for example, $36,000 for a Volt rather than pay $25,000 for a Japanese vehicle that's going to continue to literally suck gas money out of my pocket. And that's it.